Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I was making a cup of coffee. Hey, Asia, Aisha. I keep calling you Asia. I'm sorry. How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to. Hold on. Just wanted to pop in and say good morning. Oh, you're in Italy? Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm good. I don't feel good today, but I'm good. You just got your butter pecan? I haven't had it in a couple of months. I think that's how I was able to finally meet my weight loss goal. I haven't had the butter pecan iced coffee. What's been going on? Been a couple of weeks since I went live over here. I needed to check in with y'all. I think it's the change in weather. It's cool here in Atlanta now, and my eyes are itching and my throat is scratchy. I think it's the change in weather. Oh, you like the hair? Thank you. I'ma still do what I do. The body is recalibrating. That could be it. That could be it. I was out there checking on my tomato plants because I hadn't been out there all week. In about a week, I should say. I hadn't been out there. And when I went out there, it was the day before yesterday. My little tomato plants were wilting. So I needed to fertilize and I had needed to show them some love. So I did that, and I checked on them this morning. They're back to being perky. Your tomatoes are done for? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bush tea? Bush tea. Y'all know I'll Google in a minute. Bush tea. You know what? I just saw something about this tea. The people in the video were raving about it. Yeah, I just saw something about this tea. It's funny you should say that. Somebody say their pepper's a gangster. I've heard of hibiscus tea. I actually think I have some downstairs. I haven't had it. I love fried green tomatoes, but the tomatoes that I have, they're not that size tomato. So yeah, I can't fry those. They too small. Good morning, everybody. Oh, the critters got your tomatoes. You know you can buy those protective nets. Oh, I was looking at pipe cleaners. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. The pipe cleaner curls. They're beautiful. But I'm talking about those things and trying to sleep with those things in your hair. I have issues. I need to be free to sleep. So what's going on? I was a little busy yesterday with work, so I didn't get to do a lot of perusing. I hear that Donald Trump is mad with Time magazine. I haven't seen the photograph. I have to go out there and find the photograph. Some picture that Time magazine did. I don't know. Who sent it? Thank you, Even Steven, for the super chat. Even Steven says, if a black woman who is an independent runs against a Latino Democrat incumbent for state representative, who are you voting for, ma'am? I don't know, because you didn't tell me what either candidate's policies were. So I don't know who I would vote for. You didn't tell me the type of history that both of these candidates have. You ain't give me no real information to go by. So I don't know. Thank you for the $10, though. Alan Gurr has a question. Ask your question. Yeah, the question says a lot. And they could go play in somebody else's face. Basically, they're saying, would you vote for the black woman or would you vote for the Latino woman? That's basically what they're saying. You ain't give me no information of substance to go on. I won't be at the No Kings protest, but if you are led to go, have at it. I won't be there. Yeah, even Steven was trying it. You can go play in somebody else's face. Oh, I think Aisha got it. Wait, let me see. It disappeared. I think Aisha got it. I don't know what's going on with Donald Trump's hand. I know the lie that they told us is just that, a lie, and a lie don't care who tell it. All right, Aisha. I'll let you do your thing. Do I own a pew pew? I own 3. That's your question, Alan? Yeah, I own 3. So if you're stepping on this property, you might want to be prepared, Alan. No, you can't see. Good morning, everybody. What else is going on? They trying it this morning. I'm about ready to go buy another one, Aisha. Oh, wait, Even Steven came back with a response. Let's see what Even Steven has to say. Even Steven says, no, I wasn't. It was an honest question. I do. Oh, Aisha, did you? I think because the comment, oh, here it is. No, I wasn't. It was an honest question. I do want you to check out my independent, though. I can't post links. Okay. I don't believe you even, Stephen. Because the way you posed the question tells me you were trying it. You need to communicate better if that's not the message that you were trying to convey. Aisha say it's early. She's got her caffeine, so y'all need to tread lightly. Kenrick says my people stay strapped. See, that's what they don't get, because we don't talk about it and it's not our whole identity, right? They think we aren't. They think we aren't. But we are. We are. Let me get rid of you coming in here speaking a different language. I don't know what you're saying. You could be cussing us all out. You could be calling us N-words using a different language. You got to go. The Cooper Broom. All right now. I heard the administration wants to create that pew pew registry. But they thought it was Obama, they thought it was Biden, they thought Bill Clinton, they thought all of the Democrat presidents was coming after their guns because that's what they racist politicians told them. And now who's coming after them? What they seeing is they're seeing that the MAGA people are getting unruly. A lot of them are waking up, right? A lot of the MAGA people are waking up. They don't want to use the word woke, right? They don't want to use the word woke, but they are waking up to who the problems lie, to whom the problems lie, right? They are waking up to the fact that Donald Trump has been lying to them. And so now they want to create a registry. Yeah, now they want to create a registry. I think Pam Bondi was mentioned something like that from what I saw out there on social media, right? Was it Pam Bondi who mentioned this registry? They lied to them, told them they were going to do this, and this. And they were going to make America great again. And they were, it's going to be the golden age, right? Right? Gave them the impression that they were going to make black people subservient, right? Right? And now the farmers are screwed. You got Qatar building a base here in the United States. They told them America first. America first. Meanwhile, Donald Trump got a new $400 million plane. Qatar is building their base here. Donald Trump sending all of that money over to Bibi. Donald Trump making all kind of moves. The regular man is losing money, getting ready to lose health care, right? And Donald Trump is getting richer every single day. His family getting richer every single day. They sent $20 billion over to Argentina, but America first, right? Your costs have gone up. America first. Yeah. Your cost on everything has gone up. And yeah, the MAGA nuts are waking up to that. And they know their base is the problem. They know the MAGA nuts are the violent ones, right? They know that. So, yeah, they lied to them about the Epstein files. Yeah, they were going to release the Epstein files, right? They lied about the Epstein files. So they see their base waking up, and they're preparing for the ultimate turn from the base. So now they want to create a pew-pew list. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I don't know if they're in the plannings of this registry. Somebody said they need to research the registry. I don't know if it's already put together or if they are starting to put it together. I just saw something mentioned in a headline. I don't know if we'll have elections in 2026. I'm sitting here waiting. That's all I can do is wait to see what wall the color gonna be next. I know the Supreme Court is reviewing something about the Voting Rights Act. Pam Bondi just requested names and numbers. And you gotta pay close attention to what's going on with the sale of those Dominion machines. Let me pull it up. A MAGA nut, a billionaire MAGA nut or a millionaire MAGA nut bought Dominion and changed the name to something. They trying to do something. Dominion Voting Systems has been sold to a new company called Liberty Vote, which is headed by a former Republican election official. The acquisition was announced just a couple of days ago. The focus on restoring trust. Liberty Vote's stated mission is to restore public confidence in the electoral process. This includes promoting hand-marked paper ballots, maintaining 100% American ownership, and incorporating third-party auditing. You know they trying to do something. Yep. So, got to keep your eyes out. Everything that's going on. They don't say who the third-party auditing firm will be. They don't say. I don't know why Dominion sold to them. I'm guessing Dominion sold because they feel that the Dominion name is tarnished now. That's the only thing that I can think that makes sense. And so they just want it out. Who cares about democracy, right? Yeah, Amanda, they are playing real dirty. And this is, it just, that's why I'm always screaming about Hakeem Jeffries. I want him to resign from his leadership position. Him and Chuck Schumer. They are not low down and dirty enough. They want to make friends. And these people are not trying to make friends. They are trying to kill you. Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, they are trying to kill you. And you are trying to work towards bipartisanship. You are trying to work with someone that's trying to kill you. And it's just, it's unfortunate. You can't shame them. You can't shame them. They don't care. You can't shame them with talking about what their legacy will be. They're shameless. You cannot shame them. They do not care. You can't out professionalize them. You can't present yourself as more professional than they are. They don't care if they are viewed as unprofessional. You can't. You can't question. You can't question their level of faith, spirituality, Christianity. You can't. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care if you look at them as unchristian-like. They don't care. So, yeah. Nope. You can't call them hypocrites. They don't care. So what do you do when somebody is trying to kill you and all of these other methods haven't worked? Baby, you strap up. You strap up. And Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer have yet to do that. And unfortunately, if they aren't going to resign from their leadership positions, then they need to be voted out. They need to be voted. They need to be voted out. I don't know. I don't know why they aren't suing. And I look at, I love the Midas Touch, but I'm getting so sick of them because I'm like, every video they put out, they talk about Donald Trump is embarrassing the country. Donald Trump had another unhinged. He doesn't care how you portray him to the rest of us. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that you talk about his medical issues. He doesn't care that you call him a gibbering fool. Doesn't care if you talk about his little Badusi neck. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that you call him incompetent. He does not care. He does not care. He does not care. Talk about how he's slipped in the polls and he doesn't care. You gave him what he most wanted, another presidency. You gave it to him. And now he's in it. He doesn't care what you have to say. Cory Booker, yeah, Cory Booker is right on up there with Hakeem Jeffries. They aren't, every now and then they come out with this fight, right? They come out with this fight. It's not consistent. It's like they come out with this fight and they be like, they thinking like, okay, well, that should do it. No, you have to keep your foot on their necks. There's no consistency. You have to remain consistent with someone that is trying to kill you. Yeah. I believe that representatives like Jasmine Crockett and AOC, and there are others, I believe that they are muzzled by the Democrat leadership. And sometimes I be side-eyeing AOC. Brooklyn in the house, what y'all gonna do with Hakeem Jeffries? Brooklyn, what y'all gonna do with Hakeem Jeffries? Somebody say they're tired of hearing about, and that's the issue. That the fecklessness of Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer has paved the way for Marjorie Taylor Greene to step out in front, to do what it is that she is doing. Marjorie Taylor Greene sees the writing on the wall. She sees that MAGA is waking up. MAGA is number one, waking up. And number two, Donald Trump won't be in that position forever. And when he's gone, MAGA is not going to naturally roll under and over to J.D. Vance. And so what is Marjorie Taylor Greene doing? She's straddling the fence right now. She is straddling the fence. She's talking to other people as to where she sounds normal. When she's out there in interviews, on podcasts, she's sounding normal, right? She's sounding normal. But over there on Twitter, she sounds like the same old crazy ass Marge. So she's straddling. She's right there in the middle. So if it goes either way, she can take her feet and put it over here or over there and she'll be just fine. I see Marge for who she is. Marge is talking about how terrible what's going on over in Gaza. Now all of a sudden she's talking about how terrible what's happening in Gaza. But remind you, yeah, what's happening in Gaza is terrible. But don't forget, Marjorie Taylor Greene don't like Jewish people. She's anti-Semitic. Remember all those crazy Jewish stereotypes she was putting out there? Don't forget who Marjorie Taylor Greene is. She's still a racist. She's still a racist. She don't want all of us to have health care. Remember, she voted with Donald Trump. She don't want all of us to have health care. She voted for the big, beautiful bill, right? She don't like trans people. She don't like gay people. She don't like black people, people of color. She's up for re-election. She's up for re-election. And I believe the guy that's running against her missed it by just that much last time. She's out there talking about healthcare and how her children's premiums are going to double and triple. Girl, you knew that when you signed the big, beautiful bill. The economist told you that was going to happen when you signed the big, beautiful bill. You ain't fooling me, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yes, all 435 members of the House are up for re-election. I forget how much is in the Senate that's up for re-election. Do your research. Thank you, Monty. I don't know if we will have an election. I can't think that far ahead. I can't. I told y'all, I know this time around my content, a lot of it is the same. I still bring you the information and break it down based on my opinion. But I know a lot of my content is not like it usually is. I would have more educational material in the videos that I bring. There has been a shift, and it's just I can't. I'm exhausted mentally. I'm exhausted mentally. So yeah, my content is a little bit different, but I'm glad you guys still enjoy the content that I bring, because I do try to bring some knowledge to what I do. Yeah, she helped burn down the house, and now she got a little broken sprinkler trying to, and that broken sprinkler, it's just performative. I just try to, when I see them screwing up, which is every day, I just know my content isn't the same this time around. And I'm giving you what I can give you. And I think I'm doing okay with what I'm bringing to you. I just know the type of content, the way I used to do my videos versus how I do them now, it's not the same. Thank y'all. Y'all so supportive. I appreciate y'all. But I am exhausted. Exhausted. And I'm tired of people trying to talk shit about black people who've been fighting all of their lives in this country for equality. And because black people are just tired of fighting, we fight, we save the country, and then you motherfuckers go into the voting booth and take us back 20 years. And then y'all looking for us, talking shit about us sitting on our couch. Not only am I sitting on my couch, I got a blanket and a bowl of popcorn. Bitch. And sometimes I'm not sitting on my couch. Sometimes I'm at the nail salon. Sometimes I'm taking myself out to lunch. Sometimes I'm sipping on a margarita, bitch. Leave black people alone. We have been fighting to make America better for everyone in it for centuries. And y'all like to say, that wasn't you, that was your ancestors, bitch. My ancestors live within me. My ancestors live within me. Exactly. Generational trauma. Passed on from generation to generation. What's it called? There's an actual term for it. Y'all know the term for it? There's an actual term for it. What's the term? I know somebody in this chat knows the actual term for it. It's not just generational trauma. There's another term for it. Epigenetics. Thank you. Thank you, She Talk. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. It's passed on through our DNA. All of their trauma is passed down to us through DNA. So what my ancestors dealt with 300 years ago, it's in my DNA. And I'm exhausted. Ron Brown. Tabitha, I want to thank you for putting dumbass. I didn't really have to. I mean, I did the one video where she's tokenizing her so-called ancestors. But most of the dragging was done by everybody else. I just was like, okay, girl. Okay. And she's still going. I think she did a follow-up video. I saw a clip where she had my face in the video and she was talking shit about me. All I do is sit here. That's all I do. That's all I do is sit here. Ask the people in the chat if that's all I do is sit here. Yeah, I'm not in the streets. I'm not out in the streets. I told y'all I wasn't going to be out in the streets, bitch. Was I not clear? Her name is Harmony. Her name is Harmony. She's a, I don't know. I know she's here on YouTube, but she has the biggest platform is over there on TikTok, and they still dragging her. But I guess the video that I did, a lot of people say she did the video in response to me and the video that I did because she knows that I blocked her. Y'all know if I'm calling out a fellow content creator, I'm going to say what I have to say and I'm going to move on. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to do that. Although I did that with The Conscious Lee because he kept going and kept going and kept going. So, yeah. But I said what I said. I don't care what you come back to say about me, Harmony. I don't care. You was wrong. You was wrong. And if you think that all I do is sit here, yeah, bitch, that's all I'm doing is sitting here. Sipping on my coffee. That's all I'm doing. Not only, she called black people cowards. She said our ancestors were cowards. And then she come back with another lie saying that she didn't say that. And then, of course, she got dragged for lying because it's all on video. And so then, yeah, she had some words for me. Good morning, everybody. Sabrina, good morning. For all you put onto your channel, I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. I don't know if Consciously has a channel on YouTube. You guys got to go out there. And it's all out there. You see my face out there. They did not, Consciously did not like the idea that I called him out because he told a lie. He's using lies to critique Kamala Harris. To critique Kamala Harris is one thing. You have issues with Kamala Harris? Okay, fine. But to use Israeli propaganda, which is lies, to critique her when the information is out there to say she didn't call for a ceasefire, the information is out there that she did. More than once she did. And I couldn't let it go. And so he got mad that I called him out. And it wasn't even a direct call out. It was me talking to my people saying, I stopped following Consciously last year because of the lies and the misinformation. He got mad, went live, had my picture all in the live talking shit. And then he did more videos of my face in the video talking shit. And it's because I believe, this is just my opinion, I believe he was real salty. Number one, I didn't know this, but I'm guessing it's just a feeling that my voice is respected over on TikTok, because that's where he does most of his work, over there on TikTok. My voice is respected. And so him going live and using more sources that direct back to that original source, which is Israeli propaganda, and people were telling him it's a lie, and they were supporting me. He ain't like that shit either, so I guess that just drove him to do more videos. I don't care how many videos he does. The information you put out was a lie. The information you put out was a lie. And all you had to do was say, damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize that. I have been educated. I've done more research. And Kamala Harris, March 3rd, that was the first time I saw her. It was either March 3rd or March 4th, 2020, Bloody Sunday, 2024. I watched the speech where she called for a ceasefire. And then people started reminding me, oh, Tabitha, she also called for a ceasefire at the DNC. Yeah, y'all, you're right, she did. And there was some other times when she called for a ceasefire. But you using this Israeli propaganda to tell the millions of people who follow you that she didn't call for a ceasefire? So in my video, I think that's what upset him. That he's doing all of this standing 10 toes down and talking all of this because of what's going on in Gaza. But the minute that you try to prove a black woman wrong, you're okay with running to Israel information? I don't think he liked that. I don't think he liked that I said that. I think that's what sent him over the edge. But it didn't, for as much as he tried to keep it going, there were so many people that came out, my mutuals, that were like, just let it go because she's telling the truth. You're using Israeli propaganda. I had one of my mutuals, she even showed how this ties back to that ties back to Israel. And he just wasn't. And then, you know, all of the people, I don't care who his wife is. I don't care I don't care what her ethnicity is. I don't care. I care about you trying to discredit a black woman by using Israeli propaganda that is a lie. And all you had to do was go to the Google machine and ask Google if Kamala Harris called for a ceasefire. And it will list all of the times. I think it's 4 or 5 times that she called for a ceasefire. It'll list it for you. I don't know. And that's another, I insinuated that in the video because I tied it to Israel paying content creators, you know, to spread Israeli propaganda. He didn't like that either. He didn't like that either. Well, bitch, I don't know. If you constantly using Israeli propaganda, it makes me question. I had to do another video this morning because this girl, I blocked her last year too. All of these people went batshit crazy last year around the same time. And I was blocking all of these mofos left and right. And she did a video talking about that Tabitha lady. She was telling people not to care about Palestine. Bitch, when did I ever tell you not to care about Palestine? I have never told anyone to not care about Palestine. What I have said is that I'm focusing on what's going on here in the United States because this is where I live. I'm focusing on my burning house before I try to put somebody else's burning house out before mine. Bitch, I've never told anybody not to care about Palestine. As a matter of fact, my platforms are public. Go through my videos and tell me where I've said to not care about Palestine. I have said that they said to me to keep Palestine out of my fucking mouth, and I obliged them. Period. You don't want me to talk about it? Fine. Because I got my own issues over here. We got our own issues over here. That works out best for us. And now you mad? Because I don't want to talk about... Listen, these people, this particular group of people, this particular group of leftists, they are very much like MAGA nuts. They lie. And it's sad that you have to lie to get people on board to your cause. That says something to me. You coming after me, and let's not forget the Palestinians on the ground over in Gaza. Who did they want us to vote for? They wanted us to vote for Kamala Harris because they knew the relationship that Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump had. They knew about that relationship. They knew that Bibi Netanyahu wanted Donald Trump in the office. They knew that. And they wanted us to vote for Kamala Harris. Them mofos lied just as much as MAGA nuts. Yep. And how do you all feel about this ceasefire deal? I'm not feeling happily or excited about it. I still feel like this thing is not over. How do y'all feel about it? Somebody sent me this mug. Miss Jackie sent me this mug. Isn't it cute? It says, Tabitha Speaks Politics. Lift mug to mouth. Sip repeatedly until awake and alert. And the quantity is as many as you need. Isn't that cute? I like it. Okay, so It's Just Rain says something is off. The math ain't math. It don't feel kosher to me. I'm going to do a separate video. It don't feel kosher to me. I feel like something is off. Something is off. Something is off. I do know that whatever deal was struck, it was Joe Biden's deal. Remember, when Joe Biden left office, there was a ceasefire deal, in place. When Joe Biden left office, there was a legitimate ceasefire deal. When Donald Trump came into office, Donald Trump ripped that shit up. And now, from what I'm hearing, I haven't really looked deep into it. Let me say that. I haven't really looked deep into it. But I'm hearing that it's the same deal. It's the same deal, okay? That's number one. But number two, something ain't kosher. I'm not feeling celebratory. I'm still feeling on guard. First of all, I have an issue that not necessarily that the hostages were released. I have an issue with, did Israel release any hostages? Because remember, Israel has Palestinian hostages as well. Did they release any Palestinian hostages? I haven't heard that because I haven't really looked into it. I haven't really looked into it. Joseph says he think they did this morning. Okay. And I don't even feel like looking into it because I don't know. I just feel like this thing is not complete. This thing is not done. They're supposed to release 2,000. Okay. I'm talking about Israel releasing Palestinian hostages. I know that Hamas released some Israeli hostages. I think 20, right? I'm talking about Israel releasing Palestinians. Yes. Have they been released? They've been released? Okay. Okay. Okay, 2,000? Okay, cool. Thank y'all for letting me know. Jenny Bugsification. How you doing? Good morning. Okay, thank y'all for letting me know. It still don't feel right. I still feel like, I don't know. I feel like something's up. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But y'all know how my gut be working sometimes. Y'all know how my gut be working. And when I'm feeling unnerved about something, there's usually a reason. Thank you, exclusive Big B. Some were denied the ability to go home. Amanda says her spidey senses are tingling. I don't want, it feels like that I cannot be off guard. And I'm hoping people are still staying focused. But you know what I find interesting? All of these leftists who've been calling for a ceasefire for how many years now, in everybody's face, antagonizing, annoying, none of them are talking about it. None of them are talking about it. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? I find that weird. Why aren't they talking about it? Why aren't they talking about the deal in its entirety? Why aren't they bringing attention to it? And if they feel uneasy like I do, why aren't they talking about that? Maybe because their identity is wrapped up in ceasefire and not really caring about Palestinians. And then what are they going home to? It really makes me sad. What are they going home to? sad. And on that note, peeps, I just got an email. I need to dig for something. Right. That's another thing. Welcome, Valencia. We got a new member in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I want Donald Trump, even Joe Biden. If it's found that Joe Biden committed war crimes, I want Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Bibi Netanyahu, I want them to be put on trial for war crimes. I do. Are they talking about that? Impasse Rhapsody, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Exactly, Aisha. I want them all to be charged. Let me see. I did see something. Let me see. I can't never. How you? Okay, so the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Bibi Netanyahu, Gallant, and the Hamas commander. The UN-backed International Criminal Court, that's the ICC, y'all, on Thursday issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, together with a former Hamas commander, citing allegations of war crimes and crimes against humanity. So Bibi Netanyahu already has a warrant. But I think if there's, I do believe that the United States needs to be held accountable as well. And that means if Joe Biden and Donald Trump need to be arrested as well, they ass should be arrested as well, because who provided the boom booms? Who provided it? I don't tempting treasures. Girl, you got a lot of faith in me, girl. I don't get that much from my garden to be canning anything. She's asking, she watches my garden content, and she's asking if I would ever think about canning. I don't get that much. I guess if I, because I do plan to expand the garden. So I guess we'll see, but right now I don't get enough to can anything. I don't get enough. You're thinking about getting a Gardein? They just upgraded the Gardein system. So I know I want another one, but it's not in the budget right now. It's not in the budget. Yeah, what I get from the garden, it's enough to get me through a day. Like, I could pull my tomatoes off once they ripen. I could and make a salad that day. I don't get a lot. Right now, it's just me learning and enjoying the ride, right? I'm not that deep into it yet, but I do plan to get to that level. I would definitely have to expand the garden. I would have to get more plants and all of that stuff. I love it. Honestly, Kay says it's therapeutic. I love it. I love it. I love watching, the things grow. It's fun for me. It takes my mind off of what's going on in this world. It is relaxing. It is therapeutic. So, yeah, and I just get a kick out of the idea of things growing. So, yeah. Ooh, M. Sweet Swetra. I grew enough tomatoes for 3 families this year. That's awesome. I would love to grow so much that I can share with other people. My neighbors and stuff like that, my coworkers. I got a green stalk. I didn't put it together this year. I will be putting it together next year. But I did get one because they had a fantastic sale. And so I got one. And yeah. You know what? I don't have, since getting the fence, I don't see like rabbits early in the morning anymore in my yard. I see them in my neighbor's yard, not so much in my backyard. So a lot of the critters that would venture into my yard, I don't even see the squirrels, but I don't understand because squirrels climb. So I never thought that the squirrels would stop coming to my yard, but I haven't even seen any squirrels in my yard. That's weird. No turkeys. I never saw turkeys. I'm not that deep into the sticks. Oh, he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it. He doesn't have to be on a leash when we go out there. You're in Douglasville? Yeah, we don't have no turkeys over here. Yeah, we don't have no turkeys. The ants, believe it or not, the ants are normal for the garden. I thought it was a problem until I did research, but yeah, ants are normal for the garden. But if they bother you, you can get stuff like lime away and put it down in your garden. You live in the city and you see turkeys, girl, there's no turkeys out here. There's no, I mean, the squirrels are still around because I see them running around in the trees, but I don't see them like running around on the ground anymore. I don't know what that's about. That's it. Diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. Get some of that. You can get that through, I hate to promote Amazon, but you can get it from Amazon. You probably could get it from Lowe's and Home Depot. Maybe they're respecting the Queen's boundaries. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I thought it was weird. Never once did I think that they would stop coming over in the yard. It was the fox that was roaming around in the neighborhood that was unnerving. And all the stray dogs in the neighborhood that was roaming around free that would end up in my yard all of that. I don't know these dogs. I don't know if they're friendly or anything like that. I don't know if the fox got rabies, right? And there's a bunch of other little critters that I've seen, raccoons, but raccoons climb too, so I haven't seen any of them. You had a stare off? Yeah, it unnerves me because you don't know if they're rabid or anything like that. So, yeah, the fox would come every day at the same time, sniff around. It's like my yard was the pass through to somewhere else for him. And where he would go, I don't know. Coyotes? Ooh. Yeah, I haven't seen coyotes over here. I haven't seen any of those. So, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. You have hogs? Yeah, I'm over here in Redan. I don't I haven't seen any of that stuff over here. Now the hawks, yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to leave Whiskey out there by himself because I know hawks will go after small dogs. But I don't think Whiskey is that level of small dog. Whiskey is 15 pounds, 15, 16 pounds. And I don't know, can a hawk lift a 15, 16-pound dog? I don't know, but I don't let him go out by himself. I don't let him go out by himself. A hawk can lift Whiskey. Yeah, I don't let him out by himself. If he's out there, I'm out there. Or if he's out there, my son is out there. So, but yeah, we have hawks over in this area. The hawk might still try. Yeah. I'm having battles with the Joro spiders. And I guess it's a region thing for us because it's not just me that's battling Joro spiders. And they aren't harmful to anyone, but they big and they scary looking and yeah, I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't want them over here. Go somewhere else. But it's a thing here in Atlanta because I'm seeing people in the outskirts of Atlanta as well. They doing videos showing how they're fighting these Joro spiders. Baby, look them spiders up. Then you'll understand why I can't stand them. I can't stand. When I first moved here, there was this beautiful bush right outside my front door, and these little white flowers would bloom. When I started, because I keep the porch light on. And when those spiders, because the porch light is on, it attracts, the little flying bugs. And so those spiders were spinning their web right there at the front door near that bush. I asked my lawn man to cut that damn bush down. I don't know how you get rid of spiders because when I knock the web down, they spin another one and they can do it. They will have a full web spun by the morning. Okay? A full web spun by the morning. And so the only way, and this year I actually had to euthanize the ones that like to spin a web by the door because they kept coming back. I would knock it down. They would come back. By the morning, there's a whole new web spun. And so finally, I had to euthanize those spiders. Now, these other ones, I'm putting up a video later today. These other ones that are on the side of the house, they're not even, there's only one in my yard. They're spinning their web in my neighbor's yard, and my neighbor's yard looks like Wild Kingdom. grass overgrown. So it's hard to get over there to knock that web down. But I try. I try. I need a euthanizing spray that travels so I can get those, baby, because those spiders, I know y'all say, Tabitha, leave them alone. They're harmless. They will become an army for your garden. No. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. I can't do it. I can't do it. Mm-mm. I can't do it. So, and I didn't want to euthanize the spiders. I didn't want to. But they won't go. At least go somewhere else where I don't see you regularly. All right, peeps. Y'all have a fantastic Tuesday. Thank y'all for your support of me. Thank y'all for out there speaking up for your girl. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for all the stuff you sent to the P.O. box, the Cash Apps, the Venmo. Thank y'all for all of your supports, for becoming members of my channel. I appreciate y'all so very much. All right. I'll see y'all later.